Most job seekers in 2025 have no idea they're making the number one mistake that's keeping them unemployed. Because here's the truth. If you're still applying for jobs the old way, you're already behind. Or worse, you're wasting hours on applications that never even get seen. But there's a smarter way. Hey, I'm Lachlan, a recruiter in big tech. I've screened thousands of candidates, interviewed hundreds, and hired the select few. Today, I'm gonna show you 3 major job search strategies that will get you hired, while everyone else who isn't watching stays stuck. Forget job boards, forget mass applying, and forget waiting around for that perfect opportunity. Because the people actually landing jobs in 2025 are doing something completely different. So stay till the end because I'll even give you a detailed plan to get a job within 1 week. And trust me, you're about to realize just how much time you've been wasting, because if I were looking for a job in 2025, I'd do this. But before we get to this, let's break down why the usual advice isn't working anymore and should be replaced by newer potent strategies. Because once you understand that, everything else will click into place. Most job advice out there is useless.
Fix your resume, apply more places, tailor each application.
Sound familiar? Yeah, we've all heard it before. But here's the problem. In 2025, a new way of hiring people has been evolving. According to WECP, 96 of HR professionals believe artificial intelligence will dominate talent acquisition. So tech giants like Google, Amazon, and Microsoft, they already use AI to scan resumes, shortlist candidates, and even schedule interviews. So if you're just clicking apply and hoping for the best, you're probably getting filtered out before a human even sees your resume. And job boards? Most of those listings are filled or fake. Yep, you heard that right. A Forbes survey of 700 recruiters found that 81% admit to posting fake job ads, jobs that don't actually exist. Companies do this just to collect resumes or make it seem like they're hiring. That means about 36% of all online job listings are fake. So while you're out there applying hoping for that perfect job, it may not even be real. I know, it's frustrating. You've been doing everything right, but the system is stacked against you. The good news? The smartest job seekers in 2025 are already ahead of the curve. Let me show you how with strategy number 3, networking the right way. But wait, before you roll your eyes, let me explain. Networking today isn't about sending spammy LinkedIn messages or awkwardly asking for favors. As a recruiter, I see everyone else doing that, and it doesn't work. So what's the secret? Building authentic relationships. Instead of asking the recruiter,
Hey, can you help me find a job?
message someone in the job you're applying for and then try this. Hey, I'm really curious about your field and I'd love to learn more about your path. What advice would you give to someone starting out? Well, a study from the Proceedings of National Academy of Sciences shows that disclosing information about oneself activates the brain's reward system similar to how we respond to food and money. People love to talk about themselves. It doesn't put pressure on them, and guess what? That curiosity makes them want to help you. Let me tell you a quick story about my friend we'll call Josh. He was at this casual meetup event that our friend dragged him along to. He wasn't there to network in the traditional sense. No rehearsed elevator pitch, no awkward, so what do you do? Questions. He just struck up a genuine conversation with someone about their mutual love for software engineering. Turns out, that person was a hiring manager at the company Josh had been eyeing for months. Here's a twist. Josh didn't even mention he was job hunting. They just clicked. And a few days later, the hiring manager messaged him on LinkedIn saying, Hey, I really enjoyed our chat. Would you be interested in this opening at my company? That's the secret of networking done right. It's not about handing business cards or spamming LinkedIn with cold messages. It's about real connections. People remember how you showed up and made them feel. But here's the thing. Even the best networking won't work if your online presence doesn't back it up. What happens when someone you've impressed checks out your profile and it doesn't reflect your skills or personality? Well, that's what strategy number 2 is for, building your online brand. If someone Googled your name right now, what would they see? Well, in 2025, your online presence is your resume. A recent study from Microsoft found that 85% of recruiters said a strong online reputation influences their hiring decisions. And 70% of them have rejected candidates because of what they found online. And as a recruiter myself, I had double-checked a candidate's LinkedIn profile and Googled them to see what type of person they are online. So yeah, recruiters aren't just looking at what's on paper. They're Googling you and seeing what sort of content pops up. The mistake most people make? They try to be everything. Instead of looking like an expert, they just blend into the crowd. Let me explain it this way. Imagine you're looking for advice on fitness. Would you trust someone who says,
I'm great at fitness, nutrition, yoga, weightlifting, running, meditation, and cooking?
or someone who says, I specialize in fitness, helping busy professionals build muscle in 30 minutes? Well, obviously you would choose the second person, right? Because their niche is clear. They're speaking directly to you, and the same is true for your personal brand. When you narrow down, you grow your credibility and visibility. Clarity equals visibility. So when your expertise is clear, opportunities come to you. So, update your LinkedIn headline with keywords, start posting content, even short insights about your field, and comment on relevant posts. The more you show up online, the more recruiters will come to you. Speaking of online presence, you might not know this, but your dream job is already looking for you. But are you even visible? This brings us to the final piece of the puzzle. Strategy number 1, profile optimization. Here's the catch. If your LinkedIn, GitHub, or other professional profiles aren't optimized, you're practically invisible. As a recruiter, I'm constantly finding profiles that already have what's needed for the roles I hire for. And I hate to break it to you, but most people are still making the one mistake that buries them in the search results. Let me show you how to fix it. Professional platforms like LinkedIn or Indeed don't actually work the way most people think. They're not just fancy websites, they're search engines. And if your profile doesn't have the right keywords, it's game over before you even start. A Statista study showed that people with optimized LinkedIn profiles have a 71% higher chance of getting a job interview. So why isn't your profile showing up in searches? It's simple. You're using the wrong words or don't have any at all. Think of it this way. Recruiters aren't searching for creative fun titles like data wizard or marketing rockstar. They're typing specific terms like data analyst or digital marketing specialist. Here's exactly what to do. Go to job postings in your field and look for common keywords or phrases. Add those exact terms to your headline, summary, and skill section, but keep it natural. Don't just cram a list of words. You're optimizing, not spamming. And it's not just about the words. Here's a quick hack. Use a yellow background for your picture. Sounds wild, right? But in color psychology, yellow screams energy and positivity. It's like a click magnet for recruiters. Now, once your profile is optimized, you're not just another face in the crowd. You're exactly what employers are searching for and can now be pulled out of the dark ocean of candidates. But even if you've got the networking and branding nailed down, how do you actually make all these pieces work together? Here's exactly how I'd spend 1 week if I were job hunting in 2025. Day 1, build your digital stage. As a recruiter, we are Googling your names. So what happens when we type yours? Day 1 is all about fixing that. Polish your LinkedIn, Medium, Twitter, and other online profiles like it's your online business card. Update your headline, skills, and bio, but don't stop there. Start posting. Share your ideas, projects, or even an article you love. Engage with other people with the same niche. Make yourself searchable. Bonus challenge? Go on ChatGPT and see what pops up when you type in this prompt. If relevant branding about your future role pops up, you're already ahead of the pack. Day 2, upgrade your arsenal. Want to stand out? Show you're growing. Day 2 is skill building time. Find the hottest skill in your industry and start learning. It could be a free course, a hands-on project, or diving into tutorials. But here's the twist. Don't keep it to yourself. Engage with posts about these skills. Drop comments, offer solutions, ask questions. You are showing interest and building good impressions at this stage. And guess who might be reading the comments? A recruiter or a hiring manager. Day 3, network like a pro without the cringe. Networking doesn't have to feel weird. On day 3, forget cold DMs asking for favors. Instead, utilize what we discussed in strategy number 3. Message a professional you admire with a simple question like, what advice would you give to someone starting out? Bonus points if you join groups and forums that actually engage. Thoughtful comments are free and they leave lasting impressions. Day 4, the application makeover. Here's a wild idea. Don't send 50 resumes this week. Send 5, but make them count. On day 4, we're tailoring. Research each company like you're prepping for a date. Know their pain points, their needs, and then craft your application to show how you're the solution. Think less is more, but make that less unforgettable. Day 5, Share what you know. Want to be noticed without begging for attention? Day 5 is all about putting yourself out there. Write a post to your profiles, share a quick tip, an insight, or even a story about a lesson you've learned. But don't overthink it. Why? Because when recruiters see you're knowledgeable and active, they'll reach out. No more chasing jobs, let the jobs come to you. Day 6, measure, reflect, adjust. This is your wrap-up day. Ask yourself, did your LinkedIn views spike? Are people engaging with your posts? Did anyone reach out? If your answer is no, don't panic. This is where you tweak. Maybe your headline needs stronger keywords, or maybe your posts need a touch more personality. Reflect, adjust, and set goals for next week. Remember, job hunting isn't a sprint. It's a game of strategy. The strategy isn't about doing more, it's about doing the right things consistently. Resumes alone rarely cut it. Job boards are sometimes a black hole. So networking works when you focus on connection, not transaction. Building your online brand is the fastest way to stand out in 2025. And optimizing your profile will make you chase less and attract more. So when you put it all together, networking, branding, and profile optimization, that's when the magic starts to happen. This isn't about getting a job, it's about getting the right job using the right methods. And trust me, that's worth the effort. So guys, tell me, do you think it's getting harder to land a job than before? If so, why? Let me know in the comments below and I'll be responding to some of them. And if you want 2025 to be your year, subscribe for more Level Up with Lachlan. Check out my other videos for more advice and see you again.